It's years now since Facebook Marketplace become a thing. It's a real good platform if you look at it from the surface. You have a couple items or an item that no longer of use to you, but it still holds monetary value. You could sell it to somebody on Facebook Marketplace. Or if you're looking for something that you don't need, brand new, or you don't have the money to buy, you could find a second-hand one on Facebook Marketplace. But here in Trinidad, Facebook Marketplace just evolved into something completely different. It turned into a hunting ground for these robbers and bandits posing as sellers or buyers, meeting up with somebody in a location and robbing them. And for years, this is going on, and the public asking the question, why don't the police service pose as either customers or sellers after tracking or doing the due diligence to find these people who committing these offenses multiple times, post a sting operation and let them face the brunt of the law? Because let me be real honest about this, while the robbers and the bandits might be abusing the Facebook Marketplace platform, it is still a legitimate one that people use to earn a little extra cash at the end of the day, or to look for something, again, second-hand or not at brand new value. Well, the day that we have been waiting for finally arrived, after tracking or following the movements of certain people online who have been posing as sellers or buyers or something like that, planning to meet customers at a public location before robbing them, taking their money, their vehicles, and this has been an ongoing thing with these people. It is alleged. Whether it's a change in administration, a new crime fighting strategy or something, or just the police themselves taking the initiative to finally get up and do something about this, one thing is perfectly clear. This is what the public has been asking for the longest while. So today, I'm going to give you a clear rundown at this police operation and what actually went on that led to, well, we're going to talk about it. Let me get started. Now, everybody know how Facebook Marketplaces work. You see something that you want, it at an attractive price, whether it be a car, a mobile phone, whatever, something handmade. You contact the seller via Facebook Messenger, WhatsApp Messenger, calls, however they plan to do it, and then you meet up on a pre-planned location. So both of you all come to a conclusion, we're going to meet in this place, public area, and the police often warn people, if you're going to meet in a public area, come by the police station. But recent news will show you that is not always a good thing, because the last time somebody went by the police station to sell a gold chain, the person who come to buy it thieved it from them in the police station. So, police said that they were working or they were operating on specific intelligence that they gathered about these particular individuals who have been accused of or allegedly repeatedly committing these kinds of offenses, planning to meet somebody on Facebook Marketplace with the lie of a sale or a purchase and staging a robbery, taking the car, taking the phone, taking the money, taking everything, leaving them stranded. So the police say, you know what, instead of we wait for another person to fall victim to this set of individuals, why don't we pose as a buyer and contact the individual and set up a meeting place? And we will get to the bottom of this thing. So according to the police officers and multiple media houses who covered this incident, they planned a purchase between the sellers for a car. So they planned to meet up in a predetermined area, which turned out to be somewhere along the Mount Hope area. The thing that the suspects didn't know at the time was that the buyers, the potential buyers who was coming to meet them, was actually police officers. The location that was chosen strategically by the police officers. And the entire operation, the entire purchase was part of a sting operation spearheaded by the police. So when the suspects arrived, 4 men jump out the vehicle, they announced a robbery. Now, according to the reports, shortly after they announced the robbery, shots were fired, and the police in turn returned fire, killing 2, injuring 1, but 1 got away. And the police also said that 2 firearms were recovered on the scene. Now, this is the part that's very important. The police said, and they were very articulate in this, this wasn't some people chosen at random. This was an ongoing investigation with these people for a prolonged period of time. The police are alleging that the suspects were using Facebook Marketplace to set up and rob people, that the officers were fired upon first after they announced the robbery, and their use of lethal force was only in immediate threat, returning fire after their life was under threat. So, while the police statements form the basis of what we currently know, like all other police shootings, the actual matter is still under ongoing investigation to justify whether or not the shooting was justifiable. Now, this is a very significant turning point in Trinidad, because this is something that has affected citizens probably since the inception of Facebook Marketplace. I think like a couple months after Facebook Marketplace was introduced, this just turned into a platform for robbery. You're meeting somebody on Facebook Marketplace, Be prepared 90% to meet a bandit. But this operation represents that we in for a turning point. Hopefully, that this is not just a one-off thing, just to show the public that they could do it, but hopefully this is an ongoing thing where the police actually continue these sting operations, do their due diligence, do their investigations on the people who they think are allegedly committing these crimes, and possibly put more of these people behind bars. And you could see from this is one of the first times in a long while that the police service in Trinidad and Tobago took a proactive role and not a reactive role. They actually stop a crime before it happened, instead of waiting for a crime to happen and then going to try to question the individual who the crime happened to. So kudos to the police service for this investigation. This was well done. Because this is a very important message. Just like we were in the past, the bandits now, you have no idea who you're going to meet when somebody contacts you on Facebook Marketplace to either purchase something or sell you something. Could well be an undercover police, could well be a sting operation, it could well be somebody with a legal firearm who will put two holes in you. And to be honest, that uncertainty alone could be the cause for major disruptions in these bandits' daily operation or how they just use Facebook Marketplace to lure in the victims. The police are once again urging the public to, only meet in well-lit areas, meet in public areas, not by somebody's house, avoid locations that you're not sure about, you're not familiar with, or you find a little too isolated for your liking. Don't go by yourself. Bring somebody with you when they're going to make a purchase or to sell something. And most importantly, trust your instincts, dog. If a deal looking too good to be true, 99% of the time it is. This Trinidad, nobody don't give you nothing for free. Nobody don't give you a good bargain just because they like you. That's for somebody who don't even know you. And one of the most important things, even when you're buying something on Facebook Marketplace or anywhere else in your life again, when you're buying something, do not rush into a purchase. If you find that you're feeling rushed, like the seller trying to rush you into meeting you to buy something, that should be the biggest red flag. That should be the biggest red flag. Because at the end of the day, we talked about this earlier in the video, and the police wouldn't want to mention this again, but even the police station are safe because somebody went to sell a gold chain in the police station and they get robbed in front of the police station, in front of the police. You're not even safe in the police station. You have to be sensible enough to know what you're doing, know who you're meeting, and know where you're going. If it sounds too good to be true, most of the time it is. Now, whether you see this operation as justice, deterrence, or simply a long overdue wake-up call, one thing is for certain: the way that Facebook Marketplace is currently being used in Trinidad, it's up for a change. For years, the criminals felt very, very comfortable operating inside it. You could just make a fake profile, lure somebody into some shippiness. Now the turntables have turned. And the real question going forward is this. Remember I asked this earlier before, right? Is this a one-time operation or is this going to be a continuation? Is this just the first in many to come where the police service properly investigate these alleged robbery attempts and people who continuously doing this, making this a multiple time offense, using Facebook in this way? Or is this just a one-off? Is this just to show people that you could do it if you wanted to? Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Regardless, I honestly real grateful that the police actually do something this time. I am not saying that to downplay the police service, but they actually do something useful. If they could continue this operation, in my opinion, that's a good step forward and a good way to win back public trust. That is my opinion. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you like the video, don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe. For them fellas reviews, it's Jeremy, and I will see everybody in the next one. Later.